Alright. So we are going to do some T9 level bounties, because I need some West March Holy Water. Pretty badly, actually. I'm trying to... Let's see, where's the stash? Trying to get, here we are. Yeah, the Visage of Goons? Gunez? Whatever it is. Whatever it is, it gives me a significant boost to defense by giving Vengeance the Dark Heart rune, which, I'm actually going to need that, as I'm doing decent damage right now on higher glyphs, but at the same time, I'm taking a lot of damage too. So, let me just get situated here with my settings. Alright. Yeah, I'm still getting everything lined out here for the new computer. And, alright. We are going to go ahead and do one of these bounties and see how I fare. Let's see. A lost treasure, you say? Lost treasure of the Nephilim. Yeah, I went to a one of these little side areas before, and I actually ended up getting a I think it's a goblin shrine it's called, or something to that effect. And I think I got like 1 or 2 legendaries, but I got a lot of gems and blood shards, so it's a pretty good find, not gonna lie. Paragon 219. We've got the bracers that give you experience as you gain gold. So, riches await in more ways than one. Alright. Oh, you guys over here want some, huh? Oh. Definitely grabbing that.
Just a taste. Still waiting. Need more hatred for that.
Alright. And a death spread. I'll take that. Hey guys. Here we go. That could have been bad. I've got the legendary potion. It's called Zoltan's Kool-Aid or something to that effect. And it actually makes it possible for you to break through those walls for a short time after you use the potion. Kind of situational, but it's the first time I ever had it, so it's pretty cool. And this build is the first... This thing I'm using now, this is the first thing I've done with this game since the... Oh, this is what they want me to do. The Nephilim switch.
Need more time.
But yeah, this is the first thing I've done with this game since they added Kanai's Cube and the Necromancer, and I haven't even got the Necromancer DLC yet. I probably will end up doing a Necromancer eventually, but I think the next build I want to do after I finish up with the Demon Hunter is probably either a Crusader or Monk. That could have been bad. Just goes to show why we're going for that sweet perk, that sweet helmet. I need to get over here, so let's just sneak around like so. There we go. Activate Nephilim switch. There we go. Okay. Bounty complete. Good stuff. Alright. Still checking on stream settings and stuff. I've had mixed results with OBS thus far, but it's working a little better than D3D was, so I can't complain there. D3D, I think the issue wasn't the software as much as it was the something to do with my monitor, which I solved that with the GPU upscaling, but it doesn't really do much when it comes to encoding, I guess. Which that makes sense. Alright, so we're back to do what we originally were supposed to do, which was kill enemies out here, but wouldn't mind running into another one of those treasure goblin pylons again. That might have been... it was either the first or the second one of those I encountered. Oh. Paragon level again. Nice. This is a pretty standard build with the Natalia set and the Marauder set. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And it almost cost me.
Your fear betrays you.
I did have pretty good defensive setup rocking because the current armor perk in Mechanized Cube gives me additional 50% additional defense when I am above 90% resource. That was good when I had the bow that made Chakra Regenerator, and now with the Vengeance buff I regenerate hatred a lot, but I don't really get the buff constantly because my amount of hatred is fluctuating constantly. So since I'm in Vengeance pretty much all the time, or I should be, having that perk will be much more beneficial, much more efficient for the build.
My hatred is too low.
Yeah, one of the things that originally drew me to the Demon Hunter character was the Reign of Vengeance move. I thought it was so cool, and to be honest, I think some of the other runes look cooler aesthetically, but I am a cold-based build, so this is how I get the most damage, and that's how I take the most damage right there, by standing right in front of these bad mofos. It's okay. You just wait for Vengeance to recharge. Avoid this guy and his mortar nonsense.
Still waiting.
Vengeance indeed. Vengeance and Reign of Vengeance. Good stuff. What are you guys doing out here? Crawling out and trying to cause me trouble after I complete my bounty. Alright, let's see. Okay, keep going with... I'm already putting points in. that, do more decks there. Let's see. Some life and resource cost reduction. If I had the bow that made Chakram a generator rather than a spender, I wouldn't really need that, and I would be able to change the rune for a vengeance, but this build is working pretty well so far. Sorry if I'm being delayed here. I keep looking over at the stream to check settings, try to see how things are going. Find the portal to Leoric's Gardens. Okay, does that involve me fighting everything in this field? It might have to. Okay. Or maybe not. Yeah, I found out the hard way that those things that zap are like the conduit pylons for the enemies. Oh. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these bad boys out.
I will not do that.
Alright, gotta wait for the 4 and 5 because I do have bombardiers and the passive, so 5 total sentries.
That would not be wise. Not enough hatred. Need more time.
Nice. We got a bonus chest. Alright. The Marquis Emerald. And now, we will go to West March Heights. I also have one of those key machines, which I need to use at some point. Let's see. Well, there's Survivor's Enclave back there. I'm thinking I need to go this way and loop around. I may end up going back there because that was the last time I saw the... Well, that was a similar situation to the last time where I got the Goblin Shrine. I actually went that way initially thinking that it was where I was supposed to go, only to end up stumbling upon that, which kind of wish I would have gotten that on stream, but what can you do? As I do get my settings and everything lined out and get more comfortable with my setup, I do plan to stream more often, so hopefully we'll catch those things on catch those things live when they happen.
Your fear betrays you.
And I don't think that holy water is a guaranteed drop either. I think it has a probability of coming up in there, but it's not a certainty. Probably the most game-breaking thing, or the most game-breaking discovery for me was the Ring of Rua Grandeur, which once I found out about that, it was kind of game on. That's when I really started looking up top-tier builds and strategies and things like that. And I guess the Chakram aspect of this build is one of its more original aspects. Of course, it might be one of its weaker points too, but I don't know, there's something just so aesthetically pleasing about filling up the screen with Chakrams. I do plan on streaming some Dungeon Defenders soon, and there's a weapon in that game that could give my monks projectiles the appearance of Chakrams, so might have to go after that too. Alright. Oh man, this guy. Come on, man. Pop that health bar up there. That's not good. Alright. Lots of jewels, nice. That guy can do some serious damage. I'm surprised that battle wasn't harder than it was. Alright. Let's see. Oh wow, only one more to go. To the cemetery. Then hopefully I'll get that holy water. I'll put that effect in Kanai's cube, and then I'll go ahead and do the highest drift they will let me do. Destroy the death prisons. Well, I have to interact with them. I can't just shoot them. You would think that my frozen beasts flying out of the sky would be enough to kind of take care of it. But nope. Maybe you just have to take the batteries out or turn its turn the signal off to it. And another Paragon level. Loving all these Paragon levels. Nice. Sorry. Still checking some stuff. Alright, 2 more of these to go, and then we can head back to town. Alright there, Mr. Golden Aimer. I don't know if this is one of the death prisons, but it's certainly some sort of event.
Please, a monstrosity infests my family script.
I'm still waiting.
I didn't know it was going to pop up right in front of the door. No worries, though.
Thank you, hero. You can...
Got some XP out of that, nice, and some gold. Where are the final death prisons is the question. Could be going in completely the wrong direction. There are a lot of enemies for us to fight over here. Nope. Okay, we're on the right track. Okay, this is, here we go.
Your fear betrays you. Need more time.
Beautiful. Last one.
Waiting. Your fear betrays you.
There we go. All right. Tyrael, my man.
Well done. Here is your... You have finished all the battle.
Good stuff. Alright. I'm gonna go somewhere where I have a bit of space. So I'm not clicking on vendors and stuff. I'm trying to open the cube. Here we go. Let's see. West March Holy Water. 8 of those bad boys. Good stuff. A Crusader Shield, Blood Shards, Ruby, War of the Dead, Mark of the Magi, Maggie Ree from The Walking Dead. No, that's something else. Okay. Well, that is a two-handed mighty weapon. I'm not a barb, so I don't really need that. Legendary Staff, don't need that either. Legendary Crusader Shield. Alright. Blocked attacks heal you and your allies for 27% of all the amount blocked. I think I might have had this shield, or some variation of it when I played Crusader. Which Crusader is such a fun class to play. I'm so torn on whether I want to do that or the Monk next. Alright, well first, I need to do this. Go ahead and salvage a lot of the junk I have. Don't really need that. Alright. So, now, we can do this, which will give me quite a bit of toughness. So, we fill that bad boy up. And, let's see. Go ahead. Okay. And now Vengeance gains the effect of the Dark Heart rune, which is really helpful because that reduces all damage taken by 50%, which is going to be hugely beneficial. So now, with this, I have the History of Kanai's Cube. Now I have an additional 50% defense, which we do not have a Greater Rift Keystone. I thought we did. It's okay. We will do a Nephilim Rift after I put my Paragon points in. Get a little extra dexterity, some life, and a little more of that sweet, sweet resource cost reduction. Alright. Nephilim Rift.
I wish you luck, hero.
Thank you.
Still waiting.
Yeah, I forget the name of those bracers at the moment, but they really help with the leveling. I know you guys just didn't try to hit me with a phenomenal forearm. Maybe they're trying to do a flying elbow drop. Whatever it is, they got a face full of chakrams for their trouble.
Your fear betrays you. Need more time. Not ready yet.
Vengeance indeed. Oh, experience well.
Still waiting.
Mortar, knockback, orbiter, and electrified on one namer. Wow.
Need more time.
Darn. Well, the toughness is helping out a bit. That was more or less me taking my eyes off the road, so to speak.
Not ready yet.
There we go. Uh-oh, legendary ring. Dude, will you knock it off? Alright, let's see what we got. Leoric Signet. Signet reduces cooldowns and crit chance. If I could roll that vitality into a socket, it would be pretty good. But nothing nothing too important right now. The main changes that I would make to this build now, one of them is getting a, I think it's a hand crossbow, Dawn, that gives you the Rain of Vengeance cooldown. I have that in the cube, but I'd actually prefer to put Bombardiers in the cube if I could, and then have Dawn and this Natalia's crossbow be my weapons. That way I could do dual wielding the one-handed crossbows. Again, you guys and your phenomenal flying forearms.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet.
Oh. Alright. Momentary delay once again, but sorry about that.
Need more time.
I gotta remember to keep putting on Vengeance to get that buff.
It's just a taste. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Oh man, we got a conduit.
Need more time. Not enough discipline. Darkness awaits you. Still waiting.
Another conduit? Wow. Talk about luck. Alright. I will take it.
Feel my wrath. Not ready yet. Too low on discipline.
Still wish I would have gotten that treasure goblin pylon thing on video. I had it recording too. I just had the stream set to unlisted because I was still doing tests and whatnot.
Still waiting.
Oh well.
Feel my wrath. Feel me.
You got it.
Need more time. Still waiting.
Oh, Rift Guardian. Where are you? That was a close one.
Not ready yet.
Here we go. Where is he?
Still waiting.
Alright, not bad. There we go. There's the Griff Keystone. And a Forgotten Soul.
I need to go back.
Alright, good stuff. These settings are working out a lot better too, knock on wood.
Well fought.
My training paid off.
Okay, let's see. I'm going with crit chance next. Keep going with life there. Resource cost reduction. Nice. Alright. So, I don't even know what to... Let's see. I'll keep trying for the one-handed mystery weapon, I guess.
Don't forget, luck always changes.
Oh, is that it? Yep, that's it. Nice. Wow, that was lucky. Okay, so now, the next thing I could do would be to... Well, first of all, to roll that holy damage off and either roll it into cold damage or preferably a socket. And then I would need to equip that and put bombardiers in Kanai's cube. Alright, so good stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is throw this in the stash because I am not losing that again. That paid off. Usually Kadala's... Well, I don't know, sometimes she won't give me any good items, but other times I'll get like 2 or 3 green pieces out of like 3 tries. Alright, let's see. Salvage the junk that she gave me. And let's see, I'm keeping that. I need to put some of this stuff in the stash. No matter what game I play, my inventory management skills are always kind of lacking. Alright. We're going to do a Greater Rift now. Torment 10, that's it's pretty high up there, but we will go ahead and do it. Should we empower the Rift? Not for 12 mil gold, forget that. One more upgrade.
Many nothing but stood you are now.
Need more time. Still waiting. Not enough discipline. Need more time. Not ready yet. Still waiting. Heal me.
A mighty foe has fallen.
That was a close one. Chugged the Estus when I didn't need to, but force of habit. At least will give me a bit of additional resistances. Still can't get over that Kool-Aid potion. Zoltan Cool. Or Zordon Cool Guy, as I used to call him when I played this game years ago. Don't know how I came up with that. Some grade A comedy there, let me tell you.
Still waiting. Need more time.
Oh man, a conduit.
Not ready yet. Do you want more?
Floor 3, let's go. Would be nice to have a little more discipline on this character. Be able to vault a little longer.
Sweet revenge. I will not do that. Still waiting.
Bleed, you filth indeed. This character has some great lines. The Crusader has some great lines as well. Make your peace quickly is one of them. It's something about the wind. It's like something in the wind or something. I forget what it was. But at the time when I heard it, I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Apparently not cool enough to remember, though. Or at least not when you're in a grip. I don't even know what the Necromancer's lines are. I've watched a little bit on the Necromancer, but I haven't actually done any gameplay.
Just a taste. That would not be wise. My turn. Darkness awaits you. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, most of the damage in this build is coming from Rain of Vengeance, but having those sentries firing off chakrams doesn't hurt at all. Thank goodness I have the two bonuses on Vengeance now, so I can still get the Hatred regen. Just keep on leveling up. I love it. Spoiler alert, I am going to be upgrading the Gem of Ease at the end of this. Because I really need to get that to level 25 so I can make it a little bit easier to level my next character. I think it would be fun to, like, I like playing adventure mode, but I think it would be fun to actually run the campaign with a new character and stream that as well. Part of the fun of getting reintroduced to a character is finding builds and things like that and seeing what you can put together. Need to fix my my setup here. Not the streaming setup, but my setup at my desk was making things a little bit difficult. Just a never-ending wave of chakrams. Oop. Gotta get that vengeance back on. Oh! I need the Rift Guardian, okay. Whew. Thank goodness for that potion, a little bit extra resistance. Oh, look at that, an amulet. I was probably 2 amulets. Well, that's good, because probably the only thing I have on my build right now that I'm not completely satisfied with would be the amulet, so awesome.
Hello.
Alright. And that sweet, sweet Gem of Ease. Gotta love those 100% chances. Level 20, 5 more. Alright, let's see what we got. A Scoundrel token. And that's smelting fodder if I ever saw it. Oh wow, he gains access to all skills if he has that. Well, maybe I'll keep it. It'd be cool if I can find something for the Enchantress. Okay, Dovu Energy Trap. Not bad. And Ouroboros. I always think of, well, I think it was Albert Wesker was talking about that in Resident Evil 5, something to that effect. Just cracked me up the way he said it.
I need to go back.
That game had a lot of funny stuff going on with it. Of course, this game has its own share of quirky things. I already found Whimsy Shire, despite only being back and playing this for a week. Need to go ahead and put these in before I forget, because we know I will definitely forget. Alright. Now, I wonder if I have enough... Whoa. Excuse me. If I have enough to fill this cube again. I do, so I could do the Bombardier's thing right now. I'll lose 84% sentry damage, which is kind of a big hit to take, so I may need to check around and experiment first to see what I want to do, though adding a second hand crossbow would probably help me out in terms of damage. So let's see. Guess we'll do one more rift here, and then I'll probably go ahead and call it a night. I will, after work tomorrow, I will probably
Unleash your power, champion.
try that new setup, and then we'll go from there. And I think I'll do, it'll definitely be more gameplay with Demon Hunter the next time I stream, but expect to see the Crusader or the Monk pretty soon. Oh wow. Already a legendary hand crossbow off. Well, I will not complain. Hello, what are you? I don't think I've ever seen that. The blast from Spike Trap will damage all enemies again after 1 second. And it's a one-handed trap. Or a one-handed trap, a one-handed weapon. That's not bad. May need to look into using that. This is a pretty good weapon too, the Kreider shot. It's another one of those that turns spenders into generators. That was the first, or this is the first time I've used that sort of strategy in this game. I did use a similar build to a monk I had at one time when I was doing the Exploding Palm 7-sided strike. I was using the Mark of Death for the Demon Hunter, which is kind of the same playstyle because I was using the Contagion rune. And I think it was the Gundo... Wow, man, nice. I think it was the Gundo gear bracers that gave the Monk's Exploding Palm that effect, and a dagger that would make it spread to surrounding enemies. You could easily argue that the Monk's thing is better because it actually does damage, but still, it's a... as far as, you know, the fun aspect, and I can't really knock that play style. I like it a lot. Yeah, I originally didn't want to play DH because I was like, okay, you know, they just stand in the back and shoot. But there are a lot of different builds you can do with a Demon Hunter. This is probably one of the more common ones, but just going off memory here, and every second gain 183% increased damage for your next Phantom Knives. Stacks up to 30 times. Wow. If I wanted to make a Phantom Knives build, that would be the weapon to use. And it already has cold damage. I could roll that Vitality into a socket. So yeah, good gear so far on this. And the gold skin. Alright, cool. Alright. There we go. Gotta get a little better at getting around the map.
Need more time. Still waiting.
Beautiful.
Need more time. Darkness awaits you.
I had actually thought about ditching the Ring of Grandeur and maybe going for the full set bonus. I did have the 6-piece bonus for Natalia's set at one point, but
Need more time.
don't think I have that anymore.
Who wants more? Not ready yet.
Oh, something dropped.
You won't survive that. Need more time. My hatred is too low.
Well, that was quick. Bro, can you not see I'm trying to examine the sword? How dare you?
Require aid. Still
He
waiting.
doesn't play when he does that dashing strike. He's like, this guy has a monk build or something. That's one thing I do want to make is the dashing strike build. I've seen it, but I never played it. I played the exploding palm monk, and then I did the high voltage monkey king with the incense torch at the Grand Temple. That was a fun build to play as well.
I am returning to town.
Let's go back to town before we check out our stuff.
Your skill has grown.
Alright. A legendary sword. Lightning damage has a chance to turn enemies into lightning rods, causing them to pulse. 506% weapon damage is lightning every second to nearby enemies for 6 seconds. Cool. Alright, didn't want to talk to you, but how's it going? Alright, any Paragon points to put in? Of course, because I never put my Paragon points in. Alright, so I could switch that stuff around now, but I got a Greater Rift Keystone, so I think I'll do this one. We'll go with 47, and then I'm probably going to call it a night because it is getting kind of late or early here, but that's the advantage of being an IC. You can make your own schedule to a certain degree. You can definitely see they're a little tankier on this difficulty, which obviously is the highest one I've done so far again. Beautiful.
Still waiting.
Little space there.
Just a taste.
And adjust stuff again. Because I am woefully unprepared. Oh, we got a channeling pylon. Channeling pylon is so good. God, I still cannot believe I let that treasure goblin pylon thing happen off camera, because I had the stream set to unlisted. But that's what happens when you're learning the ropes. I've had that happen with just recording videos too, as opposed to streaming. I've had times when I was playing a game and something awesome happened, and I was like, man, if only I was recording that. Yeah, that damage reflection and shielding is kind of a problem. Take care of that really quick, shall we?
Need more time. Sweet revenge.
Let's see, anything up here?
Still waiting.
Pylons up here. And it's a shield pylon, which I don't really need, but, well, I need it now that there's 3 enemies here with Vortex and Orbiter. I still don't know what a lot of these things do. I know the Mortar and the Molten for sure, and the Arcane as well. The first time I ever saw the Arcane, I was playing with some friends, and one was a mage, and at first we thought that he was the one doing that.
Sweet revenge.
As you can imagine, once we stood in it, we quickly realized that it was not his ability.
Not ready yet. Still waiting. Your fear betrays you. Not ready yet. Need more time. I've become more formidable.
I've become more formidable. Making decent time. Can't go down that way. Alright. We can go down here. Then we can back right up.
My turn. Feel my wrath. I need healing.
Darn. Well, the 50% damage reduction helped out for a long time.
Need more time.
Need more time. Yes, I agree. It needed to help out for longer.
Strength.
I gotta get it back on first to make it work. That's step number 1.
Ready yet. Sweet revenge. Need more time.
Wow, that was lucky. Standing in the chain without vengeance on and didn't die. I guess I must have triggered my dodge chance or something. Look at me just missing so much of this stuff over here. Hard to tell how many of those I've ran by.
Need more time.
Oh, we got the power pylon. Perfect timing.
Still waiting. Need more time. You won't survive that.
Here we go.
Not ready yet. Still waiting. Need more time.
There we go. Beautiful. Wow, green bracers? I don't even know there were green bracers in this game. Crossbow, cloak, amulet, legendary bracers. Riches everywhere, my friends. Let's see if they're worth anything. After I upgrade the Gem of Ease. Yeah, once this thing gets to 25, I can start at least splitting my attention between this character and others. I'll probably come back and see what I can do with this character, see how far I can take it. Krelm's buffed bracers. You are immune to knockback and stun effects. Okay, one of the little mini green sets. But a decent effect nonetheless. Reduces the hatred cost of cluster arrow by 42%. Really? Alright. Well, it doesn't have cold damage, which means I would actually need to roll the poison damage into a socket. Whereas, I don't know, man, it's, we'll see. I'll start crunching numbers later. Nemesis Bracers spawns the enemy champion from the pylons. The S of Johan. Chance on hit to pull in enemies toward your target and slow them by 80%. Interesting. And I think this is the Cloak of Garwolf. It gives me the 3 wolves. I just realized I've been playing this whole time with 2 sockets, or two gems in my gear with an empty socket. Tisk tisk. I need another one of those really good diamonds to put in there for some extra resistance. But that is indeed the Cloak of Garwolf. And unfortunately I need the Marauder's chest piece to get the 4 set bonus, so that's a no-go, but
I am returning to town.
alright. It was a pretty good grift. Broke my record there, level 47 completed, and yeah, I'm gonna switch out that Bombardiers for Dawn, or at least try it and see how it goes. I've got 807 blood shards, so if I screw it up, I can get something new, and I think I'll just continue to experiment with this build, and yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for today, but I am gonna try to get back on this tomorrow, and by then I should have everything switched over, have the stuff re-rolled, so we will have a new and possibly upgraded version of this build. So that's going to do it for today. I'd like to thank you for watching, and catch you next time.